Let me now move on to the second major theme, which is our approach to progressivity and social spending. First, we do have a highly progressive system of taxes and benefits that is designed to be equitable as well as efficient. In other words, it's got to support economic dynamism. Let me start by explaining, I'll take you through this briefly because it's very important to understand how the whole system adds up. First, income tax. We know that the low and middle income group, most do not pay income tax because slightly over 55% of Singaporeans don't pay income tax. But the other important part of income tax that's worth emphasizing, that it's not just a schedule that goes from 0 to 20% marginal rates. It's also a schedule that extends backwards from 0 to minus 30% because of workfare. And I'm leaving out the other schemes, but workfare is a negative income tax. If you work and you're lower income, you get workfare. It's a credit to you and is a negative income tax. So our true income tax schedule is actually from minus 30% to plus 20%. Minus 30% effective tax rate. For the very high income earners, it comes close to 19 or close to 20% effective tax rate. That's our true income tax schedule. It's 50 percentage points. Highly progressive. And if you look at the chart I'll show, on the proportion paid by the higher income group, if you look at households, the top 20% account for 80% of income tax. And that's the way it should be. Secondly, how about other taxes? Not just income taxes, but GST. And GST we've discussed extensively in previous budgets. In itself regressive, but GST together with everything that goes with it, GST plus, is a highly progressive system when you add the whole system together. But let's just add all the other taxes. Besides income tax, if you add all the taxes together, no benefits yet, just taxes. If you take maid levy, car taxes, GST, income taxes, add everything up, still a highly progressive system. The top 10% pays well over a third of total taxes, and the top 20% pays over half of our total taxes. Then add in the benefits, because the true test of the progressivity of a fiscal system is not taxes, but taxes together with benefits. And it's extremely important to understand that. We introduced the GST, we raised the GST together with an enhancement of benefits, and we made clear the connection that this was a fiscal strategy to raise revenues to support the lower and middle income groups. So who gets the benefits? Of course, it's the other way around. The bulk of the benefits are received from those in the lower deciles. I should explain a very interesting quirk in the data. Which is why is it that the first decile gets less benefits than the second decile. And in fact, if you go back to the previous chart, you'll also see the first decile pays slightly more taxes than the second decile. This illustrates a point which I hope everyone will understand, which is that these are deciles that we publish regularly in our household income trends and so on, which reflect income from work. But many people in the first decile, indeed in all the lower deciles, but especially the first decile, are not people who are poorly off. May have stopped work for some reason, or may have just, the head of household may have just retired. But 17% of our first decile lives in private properties, 16% owns cars, as of now, 10% employer made. So, they may not be very well off, but they're not poor. So the first decile has many people in there who are not poor, and this explains why they don't get as much benefits as the second decile, and they pay slightly more taxes. I say this because the statistics need to be interpreted with caution when you look at income by decile. But the basic picture is bulk of the taxes paid for by the top two deciles, and the top decile paying its fair share, bulk of the benefits received by the bottom end. And that's the way it should be, and we are going to enhance the progressivity of our system further, as I indicated in the budget.